Hey, it's Bonnie B with Hidden Crown Hair Extensions, and in this video I'm going to be showing how to rewire your hidden crown hair extension if you have broken the wire or you accidentally fitted it improperly. In your package, there's a little baggie at the bottom that's attached to the cardboard, and in it is extra wire and 2 extra micro beads. So you're going to need those to rewire, a pair of needle nose pliers so that you can clamp the micro bead closed, a pair of scissors, and that's all. So let's get started. Now my hidden crown hair extension shows that it broke. So what I'm going to do first is take my scissors and I'm going to carefully cut away both sides of the wire. Now you want to be really careful to not cut the elastic part that is connected to. So I just get my scissors really deep in there. I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. And I barely take a snip. And that will keep your elastic intact. Just be really careful. I'm going to do the other side now. Now the other side doesn't have the micro bead on it and it just has knots, so you want to do the same thing, just get really tight in there to cut off those knots. Now I take my rat tail comb and I just like to open those because when they've had wire tied around them, they don't seem to want to be open. So I just open them with the end of my rat tail comb. You want to go ahead and grab your wire out of the baggie. Now there's a lot of wire that comes with your hidden crown hair extension for extra use for refitting or if it breaks on accident. So just keep in mind that you don't want to use all of it because there's about 3 good fittings out of all the wire that comes in your package. So I'll just start with one side, and I like to start on the right hand side of my hidden crown. And I thread the wire up, and then I'm just going to make 5 to 6 good knots. You want to make them real tight too, just like that. Now any more than that is unnecessary just because that gets really big right there. So even just 4 or 5 would work too. And I'm going to cut off the excess. I'm going to slip those down tighter. Now what you're going to want to do is take your micro bead and I'm going to thread it through the wire. I'm going to have it go all the way to meet those knots. So you can see it there, but it's just going to hang out there until I need it again. Then I'm going to take the other side of the wire and I'm going to thread up on the left hand side of your hidden crown. Just like that. Now what you're going to want to do is pull it close together, and I'm going to thread the wire through the micro bead now a second time. It's kind of like weaving a basket. Sorry, I'm getting a little tangled up here. Okay, so you want to make sure it looks just like this, and I'm holding the excess wire. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep those 2 sides pressed or pulled close together so that I can fit it onto my head with control and fit properly. So I'm going to place that wire holding the excess in my right hand, and I'm just going to make sure that wire is where it needs to be, and I'm going to make sure that micro bead stays to the side, and I'm going to slide it down into place. So I'm focusing right here on both sides of my temple because I want it to be proper right here before it's proper in the back. Then I'm just going to slide this down to where it feels like it's snug, and I also have a flat occipital bone, and I have a really small head shape. So that comes into play when I'm fitting on myself because I don't want it to go all the way down here and hang off the back of my head. So when I pull this wire a little tighter, it feels like it's gonna pop, the whole head and crown feels like it's gonna pop up off my head. So this would be a perfect setting or perfect fitting for my head shape. Okay, so because it's all done and ready, I'm going to pinch the wires so they don't move, pull it off my head, and now you're gonna take your needle nose pliers and you're going to smash the micro bead completely closed, as tight as you possibly can. And I like to just give 1 or 2 knots of the wire in front of the micro bead just to give it a little extra security. And now I'm just gonna cut off that excess. Now don't throw away the excess wire because you're gonna wanna use this for any future fittings, or if you accidentally break it again, it's always nice to have extra wire. You can also purchase extra wire any store that sells hardware, and it's a 10-pound monofilament wire. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my hidden crown hair extension on now. Make sure it fits properly. And it feels really, really good. And that's how easy it is to rewire your hidden crown hair extension.